Without a strong pre-6 jungler, though, to follow up, I think they should be fine down there in the bottom lane. My biggest concern is that this comp for KT has basically no engage still. Bard can maybe set up an equalizer.
Perfect's doing a better job of surviving, per se.
So far.
But he's also not farming at all because the lane's pushing away from him. So you've got Canyon up here, and there's a canyon growing between our top laners because Perfect doesn't really get to play the game.
Here, I mean, he needs money and XP, but right now XP is going to give him 6 at least.
Uh-oh, he got hit by that. That is a big problem, as now in a lot of trouble. Perfect just burning. He's just trying to avoid everything. We already have traps set up here, as one more shot could do it, as the grenade will do it, and Ruler will pick up first blood.
I do think that's a pretty good read from you as to what could have happened, but Cuz also just not really giving any resources over to help bail him out of that situation either. It means he's just on an island.
Oh, they did not expect this, as Canyon was hiding for so long and Cuz was nearby, but he avoided the scan in the bush, and he was able to get the perfect engage off, and BDD even flashing.
KT were able to secure the first dragon 2.5 minutes ago, so at least they got that.
Yeah.
That was secure. That's part of why Perfect was left on that island there on the top side. Speaking of Perfect...
Oh boy, he's piking around.
He's piking around!
He's piking around, he's getting in range. Perfect does not have his flash available. The sun comes down. The question is, do they have the damage? They do not. Keen does not.
He's trying to get minions. There's just so much gold going to the wayside here in this game.
Oh, piking around, and we got a Wukong around as well, spinning around right on top of them with a shockwave as well. Cuz with the subjugation still not going to survive. Duro kind of gets that ult off at the very end and gets that bonus gold.
As they are trying to deny one at the same time, speaking of objectives, but there's just not enough KT here. There's too much Gen.G.
They absolutely cannot. He has to flash away, as they were just hanging around in the river, maybe trying to deny the dragon, but that was not going to happen unless he steals it.
Oh, so close. Good reaction from Canyon there.
Buff jungle of Cuz, and they will be successful at doing that. The spike comes down. As Perfect is down 2 levels to Chovy, who really wanted to go for that kill, but probably smartly does not. As Temper Fate going to come out, but the hook's still going to go off for the 4th shot. Gets it done. Peter is dead in his first game of Bard. He has checked 3 of the brushes. Will he check number 4? Yes, he will, but it might not matter as the root comes down. There's 4 people here. Shockwave used. He will flash away, but the pillar saved, and the chomp does come in.
BDD would have loved to have that gold. Still decent on a Trundle there.
Pike also very good at, roaming around, piking around in his case, just like the Bard. So having a big map impact already is Duro.
Yeah, he's really quite with a Pike roaming around the jungle. Being very annoying. Pizza Strength picked up. If you didn't catch it, and then like what the feats of strength are, we're still explaining that. Probably by maybe next year we won't do it anymore, but it is.
I can get pretty close, actually.
Yeah, why didn't
I'm pretty good at it.
Why didn't you though?
I mean, I have before. I just don't want to, don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, you think we have a long series ahead of us here?
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in this, so I don't want to annoy people too early. It's only the end of game 1.
Looking at it, it's hard to explain this game in terms of like what KT can do. What they can do is deny a charge.
It's a big shockwave. They just ran over that ball. Keen has taken so much damage for seemingly no reason. We also did have a fight in mid, as a kill went down onto Duck Dom. Peter also died down there. And Ruler's really enjoying his life right now.
Yeah.
What is he even?
I was just watching Keen. Hold on. Anyway, this was a Herald Maxer.
He calls it. He's like, all right, I'm going to do a little wrap around because of the Bard ult.
Let's watch Bard. Shockwave. Oh, I think they were looking for as equalizer here to maybe set up for a potential flank, but Gen.G just bail out of the situation. They're not going to stay, not going to overstay their welcome, and
yeah, the hook is going to sail wide. Keen really trying to get the angle on his ult here. Let's see the turn. The Temper Fate just totally sailing wide onto Keen, and it was only Keen. Hook comes forward. That's onto the jungler. They're trying to take out Cuz.
Unsuccessful, though.
The damage is going to stop, though, on the... Oh, they're just going to go and chomp it and steal it away, as now Gen.G, they want to go for the follow-up fight here, but Cuz is seemingly incapable of dying, as now Chovy's going to go down. Ruler as well. And KT, a big fight here on the comeback.
Realmort for the chase, as BDD does not have flash, gets the heal.
get away, I believe. Peter pretty fast.
Cuz with the Hex Gate,
how far can he run? This is insane. Disengage cone, but the subjugate thankfully gonna take him down. As meanwhile, okay, Duro just gonna put an end to that noise.
Is what gets them into this, gets them the objective, as we do have that Dragon Main taken alive. I thought we had a fight, so that freaked me out, but the later fight here as well, Realm Warp was there for the chase, the Equalizer not able to take out Cannon.
Duro cleared the bot vision.
Look at the amount of farm that BD has still been able to accrue here. He's about to get Death Cap, and if they just let this turret go but don't take a bad fight, and then BDD gets Death Cap, I mean, he's starting to become a big threat in this game damage-wise.
And so KT just immediately have to back away, and that's going to give potential flank angles to Keen.
I think KT should slow play this, just play around the Tempered Fate defensively, make Gen.G come to you, maybe set up for the Equalizer combo. I mean, the angles here are so good for Perfect, but he's waiting. He's so patient with this.
Yeah, so what KT's comp does very well is accept the pressure and back away. But they haven't been able to set up on an objective and actually fight like that so far. So this will be their opportunity.
Playing around this Rise side lane is so good. Here comes the engage from Gen.G.
All right, Equalizer comes down. Chovi's just incredibly low already, as now Keen has to flash away, but they just gave up the Hextech Soul, cuz not even able to get in there. The Shockwave for the disengage. And they get out. Gen.G got away with murder there, essentially. As now the exhaust comes down on the Canyon, he is going to decoy away.
Contest cuz with no flash. There is just no way.
BDD's level 18 at least. We'll see if that's enough, as Gen.G will slightly pull off of the Baron. Not gonna take any damage from that, and looks like it might just come down to a flip as Cuz is gonna get in the pin, and he snipes it down! KT, an opportunity here.
BDD on the flank still.
Still on the flank. You saw that Gen.G.
We'll be happy with just a bunch of resets because we got Baron buff. That's outer turret in mid, and maybe they could even push for enter. They decide not to. This fight, even with Flash Cyclone, because BDD is just lurking on the edge. Look at this.
And with the Hextech Soul,
Cannon on the flank.
Yeah, I say that. Here comes Canyon. The Temper Fate already utilized, and now he can't use it on the defense. Peter is just dead. And the damage has been done. The Equalizer does basically nothing, only hits the clone. And the Elder is live.
All right, this is where we're going to have to see some fancy movement from Cuz. Still no flash back up. He's going to have to walk his way in again.
Oh, they have control of Banana Brush. They're just going to turn here. Perfect is dead. After the Zonyas, of course, as down he will go. Duro takes that money to the bank.
Knockdown's poke starting to stack up here, but it's not alone enough. BD is going to have to come for the flank.
He's just going to have to send it, I think. They can't lose the Elder, but now the turn coming in. But look at the damage. Duro is down.
It's
already. Toby nearly going to go down. Oh, but the Shockwave BDD had to just run at them, and they kited it out perfectly. As BDD goes down, they don't quite have the damage. Ruler is hunting. And, well, Cuz, he's going to try to get out of here, but he gets Elder down instead. And Gen.G, they were walking a tightrope this entire game.
He spent a lot of time inside. He was waiting, biding his time for that one big moment. But Chovy said no. Gen.G say no. And they will win this game that felt like they won long ago. KT made it close. Cuz and BDD made it close, but it's not enough in the end.
That's definitely not, as Peter once again going to go down. Unfortunately, not the bar performance I was hoping for from this player. He'll have to go back to the practice room for that one, as Gen.G will take game number 1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.